Well, we brought the Evo home, Evo Sporty. I have no inkling to do anything with this other than the fact that I bought it because I have a rigid Paco frame upstairs. I thought we were going to build a chopper. Then she wanted me to sell it, and it came down to perfectly running 5-speed 1200 Evo that I don't have to think about, starts every time and just goes, or this turd pile of old classic Ironhead girder, chopper, mag drama. So I'd rather have this because I have 79 shovel, hodgepodge swap meet shovel chopper and a 78 FLH, all run good, but trying to figure out what we're going to do with all of these. Daddy pulled this out of the shop that I completely forgot about.
Who's excited? Woo!
Daddy pulls this out of the shop today, cleaned it up to take pictures to sell it. And then we ripped it around the parking lot. She doesn't know if she wants to sell it. She kind of wants to keep this one. I have a rigid frame to do a chopper upstairs. I just don't know what we're gonna do. So this is home, which means I need to get rid of one bike out of the garage, or clear one from the garage. This might actually now cut the corner while we're finishing up the moped stuff. Still working on that. It's just over at the shop and we got slammed. Can't work on personal stuff when I'm buried with customer work. That's how that goes. But this will not take much. It's mismatched paint, tank's dented to high hell, which is fine, but it runs perfect, absolutely perfect. I think I'm gonna throw new bars on this, maybe ditch the gauges and the turn signals that rattled off from the rear already and kind of go from there. Not really quite sure exactly what we're doing yet. I don't know if I even have a say in it because she's in charge. So we're gonna start up the chopper, run this back to the shop, turn off the oven, yank the wheels, and flip-flop bikes.
Throwing me underneath the bus?
No.
So rude.
You said you wanted to keep the stupid Evo.
I want the Evo. I don't like Frankenstein. Frankenstein is ugly.
But it's cool.
Not cool enough.
Let's see if it starts. Started. I don't know why, but she did. Choke's on, so it's real choppy. Okay, so we have a quick update. Evo back. Took me 4 minutes to start that bike. I don't know how many kicks, I didn't keep track. I am gonna trim that down and edit, so I apologize, but 4 minutes of kicking around, didn't do anything. Put my hand over the carb, sucked some fuel in. Didn't do anything for 3 kicks after that. A little bit half throttle, got it kind of going. Sputtered on full choke open. Cold start still, never been fired for the last 3 days. And then she fired right up. So I'm done messing with timing. I might still clean the carb up because that float needle was sticking the other day. But anyways, we'll rip this up to the shop, see how it runs on the road, do a quick update when we get there. Then I'll drive the car back here and we'll try and get the Evo loaded up on the bench tonight. Back in a bit. Oh, that started 3 to 4 minutes of kicking. Way longer than I'd like. But she started, made it back. Let me roll this in, turn the gas off. We'll let it idle down for a minute. Told you they'd brighten up. Whew. All right, we'll putz this thing in, let it sit for a minute, and then when that dies, we'll go over how that went. To find neutral. Also, hear the sound of the motor? Overbent kickstand. Idle upright. High, it's fast for sure. Drop it down. That's fuel. Choking it out. It's not that it's out of gas. It's just too much chopper lean. Kind of figured as much, but it is what it is. I'm gonna let this idle down. We'll be back in a minute. Or 2, or 5. I don't really know. Might grab a beer. That's how you drain the float bowl. So she runs. Took still longer to get started, but trying to figure out the sequence. I got a million variables. I know I'm so sick of making the kick videos, so I don't want to keep doing it. When I can get this fully dialed, I will come back and do a full tune-up of every adjustment I've made so far. I messed with the mag timing the other day. I didn't change much, but I did tweak it a little bit. I basically went back to stock because I lost track of where it was prior. But we got that going. Now that it's warm, and I just drained the float bowl completely. I turned the gas valve off, so I'm not gonna redo it now. But I did go through and retime it back to spec. Does not want to start at that timing mark with the advance and the mag tuned and set up the same way it is. We got the repop plugs on here again, cheapo V-twins, 7mm copper plug wires. They're supposed to be solids. I don't know what those are. I don't even remember. But it is running better. Once it warms up, I've been messing around with that a little bit more because I've been able to keep the garage door open at the house the last couple days. It runs okay down the road. It feels like it's running out of fuel up top. So if I lay into it, it takes off good down low, hits the mid-range, doesn't sputter and back. Well, it starts popping on the higher end, like 3/4 of the power band. It pulls really hard up to that point, and then it kind of pop, 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 pop. Now, I don't know if that's because the timing is so retarded with the fixed base mag, or if it's actually running out of fuel. If I pull the plugs, which we'll probably do tomorrow after riding this back here today, I'll yank the plugs, just get a quick look. It's not a actual plug chop by any means, but it's at least closer. And I beat the living piss out of this coming up to the shop today. So it's running okay to about where it wants to start pulling really hard and you gotta shift. But then it starts breaking up. I don't know if it's a fueling thing. I don't know if it's a timing thing. We'll figure it out. But the Evo's back at the house. That runs like an absolute top. Some anodized red wheels. This is very close to my candy red. It's just a little bit flatter. For some new school Harley stuff, not really my cup of tea. Dirt bike frame, and whether you like it or not, this is my channel, so mostly Harley stuff. That's what I want to focus on. I like doing the old bikes, whether I know what I'm doing. I don't know a lot, but I like doing the old Harley stuff. Also powder coating shop. Anything that I'm working on or why I haven't been making videos is because I've been spending all of my time up here. Customer sissy bars, public work stuff. I want to powder coat this and make the little face and do the little smiley thing and show you guys how I did that. I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be going into a water park down the road. And then we have the moped. So I got the header mounted back up here. Throw you guys on the tripod for a second. I know most of you are here for Harley stuff and we're still doing the moped stuff anyways, but look at this cool guy chopper up sweep pipe, right? Huh? Choppers. No. Stock one, you can see the nice clean chrome where the stock clamp ended. That would have been the stock length, but the stock one is run them in and then through the exhaust cigar pipe deal. This mount needs to come off, and basically we'll slide this wherever I kind of see fit. I'm going to start longer only because I don't know what this is going to do going down the road. So we'll probably cut this mount off. I'll just cut this, re-weld it back here and get that set up something, I don't know, we'll probably start about there. Aesthetically, it'll come up to the fender-ish. Start with the aesthetics and then worry about performance once we get it all said and done. But the intake is all done. I know I got phone videos of this, but intake is all done. Very tight on the lower frame rail, which I'm not the happiest about. I got fingerprints and grease and grime all over the thing, but we went back to the VM18. Should work for now. And since I decided to put that back in the back of the station wagon, the front tire decided to go flat. So apparently I had a inner tube leak. It was fine at the house. I literally picked it up, put it in the car. It hasn't had any weight on it. It hasn't done anything else. But I got here and the rim was flat when I came in this morning. So gotta yank the inner tube, double check that, make sure that's not leaking, or maybe it's a Schrader valve and I'll get lucky. But that's kind of where we're at. We got CT70 stuff. I remember when you used to buy these things super cheap. Now they're big money and cool. CT70, not a CT90. I don't know what the difference is, but that'll be sharp going down the road. Originally wanted to try and match that burnt orange 70s paint. Kind of close to this actually, but changed his mind, decided that the missus was also in charge. I feel that. Some bicycle stuff, all sorts of stupid coating things that are taking up all my time. A ton of Evo chopper stuff for some of the guys locally. All gloss black, so I got a huge batch of that going. I'm just scrambling, trying to get ahead here so I can make more videos at the house. 'Tis what it is. But chopper's back, riding. We'll do another riding video once I start messing and get that tuned a little bit better, but 3-4 minutes, still terrible. I want a one-kick bike like every other shovelhead I have, but you can't win them all. A lot of variables. It's been sitting for a couple weeks. I think I'm gonna pull the carb apart next, just re-blast through very quick, make sure all the passages are clear and everything's flowing proper before I touch anything else. Timing-wise, I think it needs to go a little bit more advanced based on riding, not starting. Or do I just break down and buy the advanced plate where I can actually retard it and not have to try and get everything to work perfect as is? That would be the smart thing to do, I think. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thanks for watching. We will catch you guys on the next one. Back to Evo things at the house. Sorry, shovelhead people that are waiting on the Super Glide. Dottie's in charge. Blame her. Catch you guys on the next one. Ooh, before we quit this video, I forgot to tell you, I got an envelope in the mail today. It was expected, but we have ourselves a clean, genuine Illinois title for a 900 Sporty. It's a 69, not a 68, but popped up on the old Facebook Marketplace during the morning routine, and title popped up, reasonably priced. Just passed, it was in Illinois, actually, so it's a clean Illinois title, signed over. It's a 68, not a 69, We have a 69 here. We have a 71-ish at the shop. So I have two Sporty Motor 900s. It is titled. It does have Harley VIN numbers on the title, and it is a 900cc motor. We grabbed that. So now I have a clean title. I don't know where you guys are at or what the legal state laws are, but we have a clean Illinois title, which means I can go to the DMV and register that and get plates for a bike from that. So 68 motor, mismatched title, might be coming available soon if I decide to sell that Strosic motor. I still have not measured the stroke. That's on the list. Again, busy. I apologize. I want to know exactly what that motor is, and I'm not going to post it for sale until I have all of the details. And then we have a 70-ish, 70 to 72, 73, full complete Ironhead as well. So if anybody's interested, those are going to be up for sale shortly, local. If you're farther away, I don't know what your price point is. I can't lose money on them. I need to make some money on them. It's how this game goes. We'll catch you on the next one.